Hello, Shagar here. We are going to be doing a special video today. This will be the Q&A that I've been hinting at for the past 1 to 2 months. We are going to be going ahead and starting off with questions relating more to my community as well as myself, and then we will start directing towards questions that are related to me and what I do. If you are interested in the video, feel free to enjoy. If you want to see the special announcement that I have, which is one of the main reasons I've been holding off, that will be at the end. So that being out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. I'm just basically skimming through the questions. Some of them may be repeats, so I'm going to try to keep those together. Otherwise, I'm basically just going to be addressing each question that I've been given in no real particular order than what I just mentioned earlier. The first question says from Beaming Tan, I'm Jeff Mom, and I would like to ask, how did you meet Jeff? Basically, I was streaming on a streaming platform, and he showed up and started associating with the chat. At that point, he became a follower and started supporting what I do by getting people to subscribe to my channel, as well as check me out via his own Discord. Aside from that, it's been kind of a symbiotic relationship, but he has been helping me out a great deal more with at least getting me 20 to 30 subscribers for my YouTube channel. So to him, I do thank you. Next one. Let's see here. How did you? This is from Mommy. I'm scared. How did you meet Gaming Jeff? Because you guys seem really friendly, and me always shouting out you at an app. I'm assuming on Discord app. Basically, I would direct you to the answer from previous. Basically, we met on a streaming platform, and he has associated with the community and started joining and helping me out by helping me grow. Okay. Jeff Plays 12. What is your feeling you got to 100 subs, and who helped you reach there? Well, get there. Get that far. I don't think you did it all by yourself. And you are correct. I first started streaming back, well, it wasn't just streaming. I first started on YouTube back July 19th, 2019. I just wanted to do something because I really had no friends locally. They all moved 600 miles away. Bad breakup a year before, and really nobody ever wants to come visit me, so I wanted to do something different. The first people that helped encourage me get started was a person by the name of Calica TV. She helped me get sorted on what software to use, editing software. Another person, Hellfreezer, he helped encourage me to get started, and just it wasn't more of do it when you're ready. It was more like, if you're gonna do it, just get into it, dive in, and if you like it, keep going. Otherwise, you don't have to commit to it, because when you get started, people may look, people may not, but it's your consistency that keeps you going. And I've enjoyed it from the start. My first video was Bendy and the Ink Machine, and a lot of people say I have changed quite a ways since then, becoming more talkative because I'm an introvert. I also have social anxiety, so it was a big step to overcome. I I worked hard at it. I've been working every day on it. It's been a challenge. It definitely has been a challenge. And then I decided to start streaming on a different platform, and I've been growing a lot better there. But I wanted to work on both platforms and see where it ends up taking me. The goal is to try to make it full time, but I am not putting all my eggs in that basket as of yet because the amount of money to sustain myself for a month is much more higher than the money that I'm earning via streaming and making videos. So I'm nowhere near there yet, but it does help. The funds that I do get do help. Uh, so there is that. Next question. Who is the big help of? This is from Jojo um, Giorno. Gior, Gior, I am sorry, I cannot pronounce that. Girono? Girono? I'm guessing. If I mispronounce it, I apologize. Who is the big help of this channel? I ask this because I don't trust Jeff. Um, Many people have helped me with this channel. I have a lot to thank for Jeff for helping me get started. Well, not really getting started, but helping uh, get get people to see my channel. Uh, those that I do thank on the regular basis for basically supporting me, always being there, and whatnot, is my community. The community is growing. I do have a Discord. I am thinking of working on a Facebook, but I'm not putting any hope in it. I haven't been a fan of Facebook as of late. But my growth is mostly on Discord, uh, YouTube, as well as my streaming platform of choice. The link is in the description below, as well as a couple other things. The biggest people who have helped me, as I said, are my community, out specifically my mods. One person specifically by the name of Silver Moon or Crimson Moon. Usually it ends in Moon. He changes it depending on the platform he's on. But he is one of the first people that was really there every single stream from day one if he had the ability to be there. Encouraging me to be there, talking to me. He might not appear as talkative, but I think we've developed a good friendship, so that's been good. And then he's become one of my main moderators. Hellfreezer, Calico, as well as Robin and Brendan. Both of them have been a huge encouragement to me, um, keeping me going, um, saying nice things. Jeff, your questions about Jeff. Yes, he has helped me. Yes, I do know who he is. Yes, we do talk. Yes, we are associates, in a manner of speaking. Um, he does help me, and he does help me grow. Uh, my other moderators, Barry, as well as Princess Kate, Hellfreezer, um, Ashley, and there may be one or two more um, that I apologize if I missed you. I am sorry. Uh, but those people, they've helped me really greatly, and I am very thankful for them being there for me. Okay. Let's see. Okay, here's one from lol777 gaming, who has been publicly subscribed to me for 3 months. Why don't you want to shave? You kind of look like a 40-year-old man. You are actually not quite far off. I am 36. At the end of this year, I will be turning 37. I don't shave right now because a lot of people enjoy seeing the beard. And as it gets colder, I like to have face fur help me keep warm because I do deliver newspapers at night, so I'm out in the cold in shorts. Um, yes, in shorts. My legs don't really get that cold, so it's usually my face and arms and hands that I try and keep warm. Aside from that, once it starts getting warmer, I'm basically going to do a complete change in my facial appearance. What that is, you get to find out if you stick around. But that'll be next year when things start getting warmer. And with the pandemic going on, I haven't really gone to places like the barber shop or things like that because I don't want to risk catching it because of what I do, and I can't afford to risk catching this disease, especially if I have some kind of adverse reaction to it because I could not live with the consequences. Okay. Some of these are I'm gonna try to keep a lot of these grouped together based on what is actually being asked. Marvin plays 23. What got you into streaming, and what keeps you motivated to keep doing it? What keeps me? What got me into streaming? A lot of depression. A lot of depression. No one to come visit me. No one to really visit at all. I mean, I could go visit my parents, but visiting parents and visiting friends are kind of two different things. And not having somebody that really wants to visit you as much as you visit them, it's kind of depressing. Bad breakup well, a year before I started streaming, which I will actually be writing about for Hellfreezer to read on his channel. So if you're interested in hearing about that, feel free to take a look later on. I'm still currently writing it, so who knows when it will actually be available. Um, but a lot of depression. A lot of depression. Uh, what keeps you motivated to keep doing it? I enjoy playing video games. I enjoy playing video games. It was something that I've always loved ever since I started playing them as a toddler, maybe. Well, really young, like 3, 4. Back when the NES came out, I had an Atari. I enjoyed playing those games. A lot of it was fun, and I just kept with it. I enjoy playing video games, and streaming, making videos is a good way for me to stick to a single game and playing it till its conclusion, because a lot before I started doing this has mainly been I play a little bit of the game, I get bored with it, I move on to the next one. I don't really complete games, so with the fact that I'm uploading these videos with a schedule and I'm sticking to it until its conclusion, it helps me actually enjoy the storyline and not forget what's been going on when I first started, gave up, and then come back to it like a couple years later. And I suddenly forget how to do simple things like walking, opening doors, sitting, that kind of thing. um, so yeah, there's that. Okay, let's see here. Johnny Tan, he writes, why you have to be that motionless? I think you're a robot. No, I am not a robot. I typically keep everything in uh, everything still because when you watch my videos, it's just a tiny little thing at the top corner of the screen. So I want to make sure my face more or less stays there. Uh, and I typically have uh, a still. I typically sit still when I play games. I'm focused, working on whatever it is I'm doing, and I just enjoy what's there. My body movement is not really present. I'm kind of a weird individual that way. Now, games like VR, which involves full body motion, that's a difference. So if you enjoy full body motion, I should have that available when I do play VR games. So I hope you enjoy that. Aside from VR, I basically sit still. I don't really move too much. I have no real reason to. Um, I can get enthralled in uh, good stories really easily, and I can just enjoy what it is and exploring around. I love exploring around. Like if you've watched my Assassin's Creeds, like with Origins and Odyssey, my goal is explore everything first, and then get to the storyline. So I think that covers that question. Okay. God of Boy wrote, "How many videos do you make a day? Wow. I think you have at least 1,500 uh, videos. How many videos do I make a day? That depends on the day. Typically, I release 2 videos a day. I stream. I can stream up to twice a day if I have time. But as videos I make a day, uh, I used to do 1 hour a video a day, which was basically one video. Lately, I decided to try on Sundays just recording all of it all at once for the week, and then have time to relax and just do other things instead of being bound to I need to record an hour and then I need to export any unnecessary details out of it and then upload it to YouTube. So, also with that fact, people do enjoy some games, so they want to watch me play it live instead of just recording and seeing an after record reaction and not being able to interact. So I decided we'll try it this way and see how it goes. And so far, I think it's going pretty well. People can watch me play shorter games on my streaming platform, but then I can also edit it and upload it an hour at a time to YouTube as well. But I hope you enjoy it, and thank you for your question. Okay, so we have Sky Epi. Why are you so good at cleaning your YouTube channel? Um, I I tend to have a organized fashion when it comes to things like this. When I upload a video, I basically assign it to the playlist, so that way I don't expect when people come in to watch my videos because it's not a typical video like what you would see with other Let's Players like maybe Markiplier or Jacksepticeye. You see little individual clips of the entire gameplay. So what I ended up doing was I wanted to do something different. I don't know what people want to see. I want people to see what I'm experiencing in its entirety. And if that means that you're going to come in and watch maybe 10 minutes now, 10 minutes later, so be it. It gives you something to do, something to listen to if you want to, or just something to watch. I want to put my entire experience up on the channel so that way people can see what they want to and ignore the rest if they wish to ignore something. Um, because what one person enjoys may not be the same thing somebody else may enjoy. And they want to go, oh, well, he played, oh, I don't know, Outlast. And I want to see what his reaction was to this scene. But somebody else may decide that was not really a relevant thing and just cut it out. Where on my stream or my recording, it's all there. So you can just go look for it and be like, haha, that's funny. And then go on with your day. Um, but yeah, I I I want to keep the entirety up there so that way people can enjoy what they want to, not what I perceive they want to, or what you would want to, or what uh, your next door neighbor Joe would want to. It would be something that you can go on. It's like, oh, okay, so you're at this point, so you should be roughly where. And that's another thing. My YouTube channel is based on blind playthroughs. I want people to be able to enjoy my original reaction to things, which makes it kind of hard because I can't really watch other people play video games until after I've played it. So I kind of got the short end of the stick on that deal there. Um, big fan. Shagar, how did you make it to 100 subscribers? A lot of help. consistency, being very consistent, trying to keep the same schedule with uploading videos and getting videos out on a consistent basis, and having people believe in me and sharing my videos. That's a really good way, word of mouth, because I don't know that many people personally, so me getting 100 subscribers on my own is it's not there. It's not in the cards for me. I had a lot of people help me get to that point, and I cannot thank the people enough for helping me get there. Okay. Now, these next three questions are basically the same one, so I'm going to read all of them and then address them. So we have Nude Lord, who says, my question is, do you even edit the video? Hi boy, why don't you edit your video? And I'm Blue says, Jeff says you are going to do a Q&A, and this is my question. Why do you make that much video and don't edit it? And I believe I touched on this just moments before. I want people to be able to look for what they enjoy in my blind playthroughs. And then, because I'm not going to be able to perceive what everybody wants to experience from my reactions. I want people to be able to enjoy the entire playthrough if they wish to, or if they're looking for some kind of guidance on what did he do at this point. And there's a lot of times I will look online for help, like especially with Yeast of Faith. I'm playing that on Nightmare difficulty, and I looked up a couple bosses, and I don't want to look up YouTube specifically because I would rather look up a strategy, read it, and then try to come up with a plan from them instead of copying what somebody else did. And what I have encountered is basically strategies of avoid the attack. I wish I was kidding, because a lot of them, they are so not complete. But this was like game facts back when internet was first being started, when the game first came out, so not everything was completed in its entirety. It was just a passion project somebody may have had, and then they just left it at that. So if there are people who want to try to see what I did and try to copy it, it's at least there. They can see how much I struggled to do something, because I do not do things easy. I apparently, according to other people, like to punish myself. A masochist, I believe is the word. And I just like to play things hard, get that challenge, try to improve myself, response times, and things like that. I know I'm not going to be some kind of professional speed runner or whatnot, but at least I can say I did this on the hardest setting possible on the first try, blind. Um, and I didn't have to do it on easy and then come back to it at a harder difficulty because I understand it now. I did it all from the beginning. And it's a great achievement for me. And when I am able to successfully do something like that, it, it it's worth it. It's definitely worth it to me. And some people who watch my streams, they are compelled in some ways to stay around because they want to see me succeed. They want to see, can he actually defeat this hard enemy or this hard boss or get through this puzzle, and why is he solving this puzzle in the most odd, peculiar way ever, uh, which is one of the things that I've done recently in Boneworks. But yeah, I want to entertain. I want people to be able to see all my reactions, all my comments, everything. That's what I want to do. I want to entertain people. I want to give people a distraction or help them smile if they need to, or basically anything like that. That's what I do. I create content, and I hope you all enjoy it. I hope to grow so that way I can continue making people smile. I know what it's like to not have that kind of um, support. So I want to make sure that I can at least give that to people who are going out and trying to find it. And that's what's important to me. Um, Now, I may have mentioned Crimson Moon before, and this is his question. Why you be sussing on Bobby Chip hard? I have no idea. I forget who Bobby Chip is. I think this was an inside joke from a while ago, and I don't remember. So that's my answer. His second question, when starting to stream and do YouTube, who do you say were people that helped encourage you to continue doing what you're doing? Um, this came up recently in an earlier question. The biggest assistants, the people who helped encourage me. The first ones were other YouTubers, Hellfreezer, Calica, and even the two members of Anime America podcast, Brendan and Robin. If you ever watch Anime America, you'll probably see me around with chatting in their streams quite often. And those four people alone helped me pick myself up and start doing what I'm doing right now. And along the way, I've met quite a lot of people, and I even helped cheer a lot of people up when they really needed it, when they weren't feeling 100% themselves, and they just needed somebody to give them a reason to smile for an hour or 2 hours or however long I was streaming. And they even came back and thanked me dearly for doing what I do. And I've gotten lots of people to thank me for being there for them. And just having others on my Discord um, be upset if and when they miss a stream or a video or whatever, it definitely drives the fact home that I am making some sort of difference to somebody, which makes me want to continue doing what I'm doing, because if I can affect one person the way the four people I just mentioned affect me, then I think I'm doing right in this world. I'm making people smile and forget or be able to cope with whatever it is that they have. I want to help people figure out what they need to do to make their lives better. I may not be perfect, I'm not a professional, but I can at least listen and try to make you smile. And that's basically what I want to do. And the last two questions I have are from Enify, another member of my Discord. The first one is, how did you get inspired into making Twitch streams and YouTube videos as a regular activity? What motivated you to keep on going and end up growing like you are? Basically what I was mentioning earlier. The four YouTubers I mentioned, they really helped me get my mind into a position where I realized that this could help, this could give me some kind of purpose. And I enjoy the purpose that I've given myself by playing these games on insane difficulties, and I just enjoy making people smile. And a lot of communities I get into and have met find out that I am basically this insane, and they want to see it for themselves, and they tell other people, and I just enjoy doing that sort of thing. The second question she had was, why do you allow us to torment you with tons of water during your streams, and please never take it away? This one she ended up writing, what was it, 2 weeks ago? Back on the 7th? Almost 3 weeks ago, yeah. Basically, I don't take care of myself as much as I should. I drink a lot of soda, but I do buy water and I consume it. Probably not in a quantity that I should. By that I mean I don't consume as much as I should. So I put that as a reward pretty cheap on my streaming platform. So that way I ensure that I am going to drink water, because everybody basically spams that. And if you've seen my stream uploads, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. because I end up having to use the restroom a lot because I consume more or less up to 3 bottles of water within a couple of hours. And that's more or less the equivalent of 1.5 liters. But that was all the questions. Uh, the one thing I do want to end on is the main reason why this Q&A has taken a long time to get where it is. What I'm going to end up doing is in the description of the video, I have a link. If you are not mentally well, if you need some kind of resource, maybe just simply smiling isn't enough to get you out of whatever funk it is that you may be in, and you don't know where to reach out to. I have a Discord that I'm a member of. They actually posted a link for mental health resources all around the world. Places like United States, Australia, Austria, Belgium, and the list goes on, and you can see where it is. If you ever do need help, I am going to post a link for anybody to consume the information if you do need help. I'm not making assumptions, but from what I've experienced, there has been a lot of depression lately for what reasons exist. There is a lot of depression, a lot of despair. There's a pandemic going on, and people are worried about themselves. They're worried about their families. They're worried about the money they have that they're earning, if it'll be enough. Will they have to walk into a job and suddenly find out they've been laid off because the work isn't earning enough and the store is shut down? Or whatever reason. They could just simply know members of family or friends that are suffering much more, and it really hurts to see stuff like that. I recently had a community member who's I'm not going to mention names. I'm not going to go into too much detail because that is their story, and I don't want to overshare their situation. But what I will say is one of their family members was in medical distress, but the problem was because of the floor in the hospital that this member was in had a confirmed case from the pandemic. The family member who was trying to see their sick member uh, was unable to because the entire floor was shut down. And this has really gotten to them until they were finally able to actually go in and visit with this individual because it meant a lot to them. And it's situations like that that I feel like I am doing more now with what I'm doing. And I want to do what I can to try to cheer people up because there's a lot of stress. There's a lot of stress, and people shouldn't have to put up with it if they can avoid it. But unfortunately, this thing is affecting everyone. And if you do need help, if you do need somebody to reach out to, I I want to provide some kind of resources for you all to have. Now, as I said, I am not a professional. I I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a psychiatrist. I can listen to your problems, I can try to help you think things through. But when it comes to the end of the day, I have no professional medical who's a what's it that you could possibly need. So my advice is more how I would respond to the situation. So please take it with a grain of salt. I am not telling anybody what to do. I do not want anybody to completely follow everything that I say because I could lead you in the wrong direction. If you have the resources and the capability, and you do need some kind of professional help, hopefully looking at the link that I am going to provide will be sufficient. And to those who are suffering, you do have my sympathies. I do hope things do get better for you. And when I do say take care at the end of my videos, I do absolutely mean it every single time, because a lot of people have suffered and nobody should have to go through this. And coming to the end of this video, this is the main reason why there's not going to be any game today, because I cannot justify any reason why we end on a note such as this and then move on to game and joke around, because it is not appropriate. It is definitely not appropriate in this situation, and I would not feel appropriate doing that sort of thing to anybody, because I do not want to come across that I am less serious than what I may be perceived as. So I seriously hope everybody does stay safe out there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment below. I may do another Q&A up in the future, probably when I reach 500 subscribers. I'm not going to do this every 100, but probably when I get to 500, and then probably 1,000, and then I'll figure out something from there. But aside from that, thank you all for joining me today. I cannot thank you enough. I hope you all have a great day. I am going to get something to eat, and then I am going to relax with my dogs. So take care, and I really do mean that, and I will see you tomorrow. So this is Shagar signing off. I will stay safe, and goodbye for now.